Trivia time. What happens when you're the second greatest player in your sport? You've been off for 2 years, and you drive to the basket and fall down. Nick, do you know the answer? Bud?
You get back up?
You probably don't.
I don't know.
No, the entire organization runs to you and help you up. Look at this. It's unbelievable. I love it. They're like, oh, my goodness, we can't lose him. We don't even have Kyrie. So absolutely love this. Look at the entire organization going to help their buddy up.
Oh, look at that. Hall of Famer Julian Edelman. Hey, did you know that Hall of Famer Julian Edelman's second most playoff receiving yards just behind Jerry Rice? I'm glad you did. The other day, though, Brandon put up a curious tweet. Made my heart skip a beat here. Boston, I love you. You weighed on my family's mind for a long time. Got some rings there. Julian, if this is supposed to be some sort of goodbye, I'm not here for it. And Brandon, I haven't asked you for straight up anything. But
no, you haven't.
I made these. It's just a prototype, buddy. It's just a prototype. This is a Hall of Famer Julian Edelman. This is the Mental Fitness Hall of Famer Julian Edelman. This is also the Immunity for Hall of Famer Julian Edelman, House of Athlete. It's a co-branded thing. Whatever we need to get Julian Edelman 100% healthy. Maybe we're going to have some special knee stuff to make him 100% get him back in New England. I'm not trying to hear go down in Tampa Bay. Oh, TB12. You don't need TB12, buddy.
Oh.
You don't need TB12.
It's going
Brandon's coming to the city. It's a quick trip to Foxborough. Just a prototype, but I'm going to hook up with the graphics team later on after the show.
Bucks, he's going to the Bucks. Wrap your head around it.
I like the Jets. Send him to the Jets.
You guys remember the last time the Ravens and Bills played? They're getting ready to play this weekend, right? Big game. And in a game this big, of this magnitude, every little tiny advantage counts. Every tiny detail, as small as it may be, counts. That was Trey White last year. In the game these two played, he picks up that play sheet right there, and he's looking at it. First, we thought it was just a random piece of paper. It was the Ravens play sheet. But you're like, Jenna, that's not an advantage. Oh, no? Let's watch it again. Watch. Just ready? Grabs it. Watch this. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4 banana, 4.5 bananas. Do you know how much information can be absorbed in 4.5 bananas worth of information that you take in? This team has had an entire year to prepare and to game plan and to get ready for 4.5 bananas worth of information. And if Lamar Jackson gets sacked right off the bat, trust me, it was from the 4.5 bananas.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Who does banana? Do Mississippi. One Mississippi,
count.
2. Go ahead. Just go ahead. We can talk about this later.
I've never heard of Mississippi.
Nobody counts like that.
No, it's...
Oh, my.
Nobody says Mississippi. Okay. It's bananas. No.
Okay. Everyone
well, anyway,
does.
Regardless.
We'll let the audience judge.
Ravens,
go ahead. Just
Bills,
go ahead.
We don't have an opportunity for them to judge. Playoffs between these two teams. All the bananas continue Saturday. A couple of stud quarterbacks in Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Both came out of the first round of that 2018 draft. Josh at 7th overall, Lamar 32nd. Bills head coach Sean McDermott excited to see these two go head-to-head. Take a listen to what he had to say.
And I'm sure, like Baltimore, they had a vision for Lamar. We had a vision for Josh, and I think that's the key, and that's why it's cool to watch these players in their careers flourish like they have. And that's also, I think, a result of, and a credit to Baltimore and the environment that Coach Harbaugh has developed there. And I would say the same thing for us with Josh. So again, I think it's great for the league when you have quarterbacks, young quarterbacks playing like these two. And then Sal mentioned Baker as well, like these guys are, including on the AFC side, Patrick as well with Mahomes there. So it's great for the league.
All right, Nick, I'll start with you. Which quarterback would you rather have on Saturday, Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen?
I'm going to answer that question 1 second, but also, by the way, Twitter/GetNickWright, vote in the poll. Do you count by saying banana or Mississippi? I'll give you the results at the end of the segment. We'll see who's right. All right. I am insulted on Lamar Jackson's behalf here, because I feel like I'm in the minority saying I'll take the defending unanimous MVP. And listen, I am very lucky. 10 hours a week, I get to sit virtually next to a brilliant football mind Now, he might not know as much about health and fitness as Chad Ochocinco, as you learned via podcast this week. But when it comes to football X's and O's, he knows quite a bit in Brandon Marshall. And all year long, I've heard Stephon Diggs might be the best receiver in the league. Cole Beasley, a great slot receiver. Brian Daboll, future head coach. And all year I've also heard, hey, Greg Roman, get your head out and help the quarterback out. And where are the weapons? Where are the receivers? And yet they're in the same place. And Lamar has been extraordinary since the moment he took over for Joe Flacco. Josh Allen's been extraordinary for 1 year. So, who would I rather have? This isn't a stinging indictment on Josh Allen. I'll save that for Monday after they lose. But right now, to me, it's no question. I'd rather have Lamar. Lamar is the guy I would rather have. Lamar is the guy that scares me more. And Lamar is the guy that I think everyone would agree has less weaponry around him in order to fully be able to display his talents throwing the football. True. So, Brandon, I'm going to go with Lamar.
Nick, you made some good points. And this is tough for me. You're right. I've stood on the table for Lamar all year when people were talking about him not being the guy, not being the quarterback that can throw the ball. And I challenged Greg Roman to stand up and do his part. So when I look at this situation, it's not just about the quarterback. I'm also looking at the offensive coordinators. And you also mentioned something, but I won't dive deep into that. It's who are the wide receivers, who are the running backs, the tight ends, the offensive linemen around them. And I would say that probably Josh Allen has the better supporting cast. So when you look at it, you got Greg Roman and you got Lamar Jackson on this side. I think Greg Roman did a great job of taking Lamar and putting something around him that was safe and also explosive, but he didn't really challenge him to develop and go to another level. This kid has high football IQ, and he has the ability to play in this league for a very long time in the right situation. But the question is, who would you take? Who would you rather have this Saturday? So then you look on the other side, and you got Josh Allen and you got Brian Daboll. This is a kid going back to Wyoming, he was throwing the ball all over the field. He didn't really have a lot of guys, so that was a factor. But his completion percentages wasn't there, just wasn't accurate. He was just playing off pure talent. That's what he was doing. Brian Daboll gets him. Brian Daboll challenges him, built a relationship with him, built an offense around him that fits his skill set. But he said, kid, we got to work on your mechanics. And kid, we got to make sure that you can be a complete quarterback. And what has happened since this kid entered the league, and this is why I have to go with him this Saturday. This kid has gotten better and better game after game after game. 2018 completion percentage. What happened in 2020? Oh, that's just going up. Percentage ranking. He was last and he goes to 4th. Passer rating. You see it. Read it.